Let's give general examples, very general examples of operating system. We have some of the operating system that runs on personal computer or desktop, laptop. Okay, examples: Windows 10, OS. We mean by OS the Mac operating system. Like the latest version of OS is the Sierra. We have Linux. Linux is an operating system. I know that it is not famous to many of you, but it's an operating system that also run on computers. On Gust, we have it on some of the machine called Ubuntu. Okay, Linux comes in different versions, not only one. So these are examples of operating system that run on personal computer. Server operating system, it means I need something stronger than operating a single computer. I need to run a server where multiple people will connect to this server, to download files, to open web pages, to access their mails. So I need an operating system to operate the server where I expect later on many clients to connect their computer to the server, and the operating system of the server need to respond to them, need to communicate with them. Just like when you access Gust server and you want to open the SIS. Okay, you log in with your username and password. We have an operating system to find the SIS, help you to log in, and display for you the pages that you need. Okay. Examples: we have Windows Server, Unix. As you can see, always Linux show there. By the way, Linux is one of the strongest operating system. It is for free. You have copies of Linux, different versions, something for desktop, something for servers, something for supercomputer, if you remember supercomputer. Okay, something much stronger than only a server. Okay. Of course, we don't know about Linux because we know about operating system because of the ads, yes? So ads, people pay money, business. Oh, so we know that iOS, oh, they have something new. But Linux is for free. No one will make advertisement for something that is for free. Mobile operating system. An operating system that makes a mobile device. Now I need something different than by the way, yeah, Windows 10 mobile, somehow it's different than Windows 10. Now I need an operating system that will make a small device with a small screen. I have a smaller battery life to operate, to work. So I need to consider all of these, okay? So here we have a different group of operating system that run mobile devices like iOS, Android, Windows 10 mobile. Moreover, we have operating system like, for example, an operating system that make our cars work. You know that our cars nowadays are programmed, that make ATM machines work. You know, ATM machines is also programmed. Smartwatches, smart TVs. So for all of these, we have some operating system. Again, Android is an operating system for most of the TVs that we use nowadays. Watch OS, TV OS, operating system developed by Apple. By the way, to tell you something, a note, that Android operating system, you can see that Linux here is not there. Well, actually, Android is a flavor, which means it's a Linux operating system. So what Android did, they took Linux operating system because it is open source, and they changed it so it can work for mobile devices, and they come up with Android. And you can see that Android, they do not tell anything about Linux. Linux is an open source software. I can use it, I can change it, I can come up with a new software. But the thing to remember that Android is also for free. Android operating system, you don't pay for it. You pay for the phone that you buy. That's why it is less expensive than Apple devices. Your iPhone is much more expensive. You pay for the software and you pay for the phone, the hardware itself. The last thing to add to chapter 5 is the utility program. Now, utility program, it's not an operating system, but we call it a system software. Again, utility is a system software. Now, why do we call it system software? Now, here we have programs. They do specific tasks, but not to help the system, not to help the user, like iTunes, like Microsoft Word. No, to help the system itself, like antiviruses, anti-spyware, backup programs. Now, all of these, I need them to help the computer. Why do I need an antivirus? I need an antivirus not to protect the user. Yes, I need it to protect the system, to protect my operating system, my files, my programs from harmful programs. Okay? So utility programs are programs that do specific tasks, but to help the system. Okay? So it can work, maintain it, protect it. We have a very known standalone antiviruses, anti-spyware called Norton. This is an expensive software. It's not for free. Usually Windows give you a trial version for a month for free, and then if you like it, then you pay for it. Okay. By the way, Windows and iOS and Mac, Sierra, all of these, they already have some built-in utility. Okay. For example, Windows, you have the File Explorer as a utility program. So when you use your Windows, you can see that you can search for programs. Yes? You can search for files. So all of these are examples of utility program. So let me show you something. Okay. So for example, on my Mac machine, Finder is an example of utility program. It helped me to arrange my files by name, by kind. You have the same thing on Windows. It helped me to change the view of the files. So this is an example of a utility program. We have another utility program, which is a Launchpad, that shows me the application that I have on my machine. This is another example of a utility program. Okay? So we call them file management and search utility. File Explorer is the name of the file management software on Windows. It's the name of the file management software on Windows, not on Mac. Okay. We have some software also to help you to diagnose, to discover if there is any problem with your machine. Okay. Like you have already these in our operating system. Disk management is the software that help you to manage your storage, tell you the capacity that you have in your storage, help you to, for example, one of the disk management utility is the trash. So it helped me to remove unnecessary files on my machine. Uninstall. The way to uninstall programs on different machines is different. So on Windows, if you want to uninstall a program, we have what we call it the control panel. And under the control panel, you have the utility to uninstall, which means delete a program completely from the machine. Okay? So uninstall, it does not mean that I go to the desktop and I right click and delete the icon. I have to make sure that this program does not exist. It deletes everything from that machine. Okay? So nothing related to this program exists. Okay? On your iPhone, if you know that you can just hold the home button and you can see your icons now dancing somehow, and you click on the X to delete these programs. This is what we call it, uninstalling program. File compression, like OneZip and OneDrar. File compression is a utility that helps you to compress a folder, to compress file. Now, why do I want to compress a folder, a file? First of all, I do that to save space on my machine. So when I compress a file, it uses less space on my computer. Okay. Moreover, when I compress a folder, I can attach a complete folder with one attachment. Okay? So one attachment, and I can send a folder by email. Let me show you an example. So for example, of course, the way folder shows on Mac different than Windows. But let's say that here I have some files and a folder. When I cannot attach this folder by email, you know that you can attach only files. But if I right click and I compress that folder. So I have something called compressed.zip folder. This one, I can send it by email with a single attachment. And the size of this compressed folder on my desktop is much less than that one. So I can delete the original one. So let me move it to trash, delete it, and I keep the smaller one. Later on, whenever I want to use this folder, I can, with a right click, I can extract it. Okay, this is how you do it on Windows. On Mac, you just need to double click, and then you get your original file again, folder again. Okay, on Windows, you do it with right click, extract. So file compression is a way to save space on your machine. Backup recovery, I believe that you know what is the backup. Backup, it means I need a program to help me to take a copy of my data, just like the iCloud, okay? And save it online, save it on an external hard drive, save it on a flash, on different places. And recovery is when I lose the original copy and I want to use my backup, restore it on my machine. Finally, the last type of utility program, antivirus, is anti-spyware firewall. So here we have another group of utility program. They do specific task. Antivirus is a program to helping your computer and protect it from viruses. Virus is a file that once it is downloaded to your computer, it starts deleting, corrupting programs and files. Now, anti-spyware is to protect you from a spyware. A spyware, it means a software that spy your machine, which is a program that is installed on your computer. And what does it do? It tries to steal some information. Like whenever you open a website and you type your username and password, it steals this information and send them to someone outside through the internet connection. Okay? Some spyware, they try to, they download a program, let's say that, okay, I am a hacker, or I have a task, and this task, I cannot run it on my computer. I need something faster. So I look online for computers connected. I look for something fast, a computer that is fast, and then I try to convince you to install that software on your computer, and it starts running on your computer. You can see that your computer is getting slower. You look for a virus, there is no virus. Well, I'm just trying to use your memory to run a program for me because I need this program to work, and then send me the result later on. Okay? Firewall is a program that we have nowadays on Windows, on Mac, on servers to protect from direct access of hackers. Now, some hackers, they try to hack your computer directly. So they try to find you online and start collecting all the data you have stored on your computer. They may be able to shut down and turn on your computer. If they have a direct connection to your computer, they can disconnect the hardware that you have. So they can do anything. I believe that all of us, we know what is a hacker. So this is general idea about utility programs. As you can see, all of them, their main target is the system, to help the system, to protect the system, to back up the data of the system, save space on the system, delete programs on the system. Yeah, so this is the main goal of utility programs. And with this, we end the chapter 5. Thank you.